Hi, I'm Don Shanks. This is the Myers house from Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Welcome to Horror's Hallowed Grounds.
That's my thing. What are you doing? That's your thing. It's cool. So now we're at Rachel Carothers House, and the man who could tell me the most about this, I think, would be the shape himself, Mr. Don Shanks. How you doing, sir?
Hey, John, how are you?
Great. Thanks for coming out and spending a nice day with us here in Salt Lake.
Well, it brings back a lot of memories.
It's a really cool house.
It is. Well, if you notice, when you watch the movie, it's a different color. It's more of a reddish, brown, you know, but it's still, and some of it's grown up. I mean, it's been 25 years.
Yeah, you were stalking her, being a bit of a voyeur through these windows.
Oh, yeah. Well, I started here. We're doing the Steadicam, did the thing through here, walked down, you know, made sure that I looked in here and saw what she was doing. There was bits and pieces all the way, but most of it was that tracking shot through the windows, going through here, having her and, you know, different things going on.
Yeah, I think it was back in the yard here. The dog was barking at you up and saw you in the window, apparently, is what they were trying to imply.
Well, he was barking when I walked up, and then I do the Michael Myers thing, just kind of disappear. And then I wind up inside, watching her take a shower. Because she can't hear the barking while she's taking the shower.
Well, who could blame you?
Yeah.
I'd watch her take a shower,
I would,
too.
yeah.
So after Ellie, Rachel is scared by you and gets the phone call from Loomis. She gets out of the house with her towel around her, runs out here, and she goes to the neighbor's house, Mr. Cornish, which is, I believe,
I'm watching her from inside.
Yeah, and you're watching her from the window, and I believe he's right around here doing yard work or something.
Right.
And then all the cops show up, and they kind of all hear talking about, oh, you know, and then they're like, oh, you know, Max, blah, 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 and then Max, the dog, comes running up the sidewalk here, heading this way. And she's like, oh, darn, that gosh darn dog. And then back in the house to get killed by this guy. So, welcome, Don Shanks, back to the Carothers House.
I know, God. This is where I first became Michael Myers. So I was standing right here. They gave me the knife. We put the mask on. And I started becoming Michael Myers.
Right in this spot.
Right in this spot.
It's a holy spot.
The holy spot.
Well, let's go take a look upstairs.
Okay.
And you can kind of tell me where you stalked poor Ellie and ultimately ended her Halloween career.
Yes.
What do you remember about filming here?
Well, I remember that she was doing the shower scene. We did the stalking there. All right. Then she runs down, then comes back, hears a noise, and she goes down here looking for me.
Okay.
Max?
And she comes here, and then she enters this room. And is this where you killed her?
No, the place where I killed her was down here. We were in this room. Greg Nicotero was under the bed with the blood tube and stuff. And I was ready to stab her. And then there's where I was doing my little stalking scene. I was in the
Oh, you were in the closet.
closet there. She comes in, takes the towel off, puts the sweater on.
So basically, they just gave the impression on film that the kill that really happened in this room, they gave the impression it happened in this room,
Right.
but But as far as the interior they used, it was this room here.
Well, they were doing this because they wanted less light. So they didn't want to have to gel the windows.
Gotcha.
So they had this set up while we were filming this.
Gotcha. So this is a Storm Mountain campsite?
Yep. This is where we filmed the first part of the movie, where you get blown out of the mine shaft.
Did they build that fake mine shaft thing out here?
Yep. Originally what they wanted me to do was to get blown off of that harness right there and do a high fall into the river.
Oh, wow. That would have been dangerous as hell.
Well, you know, we were going to build an airbag and stuff, and we had a crane with a 100-foot snorkel on it, and it was still about 30 feet away. So I go, nah, can't do that one.
Yeah.
And doing it at night on fire.
Yeah. So they built the hermit shack out here, everything.
Oh, yeah. They originally had these ladies that were into the occult, and we had all these little, you know, things from witchcraft, spells, different, you know, charms and different things. And then when they changed it, they pulled all this stuff out and they got kind of mad. And the storm came in and took out the whole set. This is where the mine shaft was, and it was just a facade. And they, you know, had the explosions in there. I actually caught on fire and had to jump into the river to put myself out. And over here is where the cabin was. Those benches weren't there at the time.
So the little bridge was built across, like
Right there, yeah.
Right there? So, and obviously the water was running this way. So when you were going down,
Oh, yeah, I was
did you
hitting
start it up a ways, or?
Well, I went around the corner.
Okay.
There's a spillway right up there. And in here, if you look at it, when it gets going, I had one rope that if I got in trouble where I could get out. If not, then I go into that water treatment plant. And then, like I said, we shot the beginning twice. We first shot it with Dr. Death, who was Theron Reed. He was a punk comedian here in town. And that was probably one of my better kills.
That was with the rock, right?
I rocked through the chest, yeah. Well, I come to life, you know, he puts the tattoo on me, the thorn. He does all these incantations, and on Halloween I come back to life.
And you said there was also some witches too as well?
Well, they're the ones who they got all the stuff from. The set
Oh,
design.
real witches,
Oh,
real
yeah.
like Wiccans or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
And there was from their shop and stuff, all the things that they had for their different spells and different, you know, charms and whatnot.
So right about here is where Don crawled out of the water, very happy to escape the cold.
And this is where I came up and did the little collapse.
So that little hermit shack was, what, roughly about the size of this slab?
Yep.
And you were just laying there unconscious for a year, and he took care of you, and then you repaid him by killing him.
Right.
What a guy.
Like most guys. Well, see, that's where the Dr. Death made more sense.
Yeah.
Because he was doing incantation, he's burning stuff over me.
Yeah.
You know, they had like things, you know, with smoke that are going over the body. You know,
Plus the fact that he's the one who put the tattoo on you, that suddenly just didn't appear, makes more sense as well.
well, the thorn is supposed to represent eternal life.
We're now in Milford, Utah. This is the site where the bus drops off the Man in Black. It parks right about here in front of the Vincent Drug Store, which can be seen heavily in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers.
Stop before Chicago. Let's see, we're going to go to Bloomington, Redfield, Evanston, and final destination, Chicago.
So the Man in Black steps off the bus and he heads over here. He passes by this plate you notice on the ground. It's changed, but this is the general area where it was. And as he walks by, he kicks the little dog.
This is where the girls came across from the school. The car was parked here. He comes out of the, well, it's a convenience store, supposedly. It's a restaurant now.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's was it a Camaro?
Camaro.
Camaro's parked here. This is where originally, where Mikey gets, they talk about getting the beer for the party and
Right.
everything. And,
And don't touch my car.
yeah. And then he pulls around this way, down a one-way street, which I just did. I just found out you're not supposed to do that. Down that way, locks his brakes up, and then backs into this driveway back here. Now, what is that weapon called that you used?
It's called a weed eater. If you notice in Halloween 5, it kind of had a farm theme.
Yeah.
because most of the weapons that I use are farm implements.
And I heard that that was mostly your idea.
Well, yeah, when we were doing it, Dominic, we're looking at different things because we're filming on the farm and whatnot. And he's like, oh, you can use that. And we had the one where we're doing the pitchfork through the back. And it's like, okay, what else can we do? Right? So the mowing side, the 3-prong, and everything we used were real. We didn't have any rubbers, except for we had one retractable knife. But everything else I did was with real weapons.
Really?
Yep. So anyway, the car was parked here.
It was facing this direction, right?
Right. So I come around here,
Yeah.
walk to it. He's in the car. In the back of it, I take the thing and hit the back of it and scratch it. Then he cuts out and he goes, okay, asshole, and this is where we do the kill. I grab him by the throat and I put the thing through his forehead.
Actually, he comes at you. Let's sort of reenact this.
Okay, with the tire tool. Okay, you're over here. No, you're over here.
Oh, I'm here?
Yep.
Okay. And he
He's got
had
the
the what was it, a tire iron?
Yeah.
So,
Trick or treat!
okay, asshole. Oh yeah, that'll stop you for sure.
And then put it right in his forehead.
Ow.
So when we were doing it, he goes, that wouldn't stop me. I go, okay, hit me with it.
Yeah.
Right? He had the tire iron. He goes, I got a real tire iron. I go, hit me with it. He brought it up and I did that. And he goes, okay, you made your point. But anyway, that's how we killed him. I was driving down the street with Tina. She asked to get a pack of cigarettes. So I slammed on the brakes, skidded, backed it up, and then she jumped out here. And there was a big lady with cookies for boobs.
Yeah. The cookie woman, as
The
she's
cookie
referred
woman,
to.
big
Yeah.
cookies.
Yeah. And that was
Cops came in and blocked her off, and I took off.
Dale's service station, I believe, was what the name of it was supposed to be in the film. So it's definitely the right spot, but it's changed quite a bit.
Well, there weren't any trees at that time,
Yeah.
and there was another building here,
Yeah.
but this is the place.
No cookies for us today, unfortunately. So what do you remember about this location, Don?
Well, right there is where I get beat up with the 2x4, and they drop the net on me, the netting, and you see the lights flashing and stuff.
How early in production was that?
Oh,
'Cause
that's
that's
toward
when you
the
got
end.
your nose broke, right?
Yep.
Okay. That was
It was towards the end. And over here is where she's in the window and she's waiting for Michael Myers. She's with the cop. And then I come in, beat up the cop, and I throw him out the window and hang him.
That might be the 2x4 that broke
Yep.
your nose. That could be it right there.
And we shot the interior in there too. There's a really nice stained glass window there, and they had the light coming through. The candles.
Now, you were familiar with the other films for the most part, right? At least the
Right.
first one. Were you at all curious as to why they chose this gothic-y looking house that looked nothing like any Myers house from the previous films?
I think it was Dominic's call.
Yeah.
He just fell in love with this house. I mean, if you look at it and you go inside, it has a certain mystique to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is a cool location.
Yeah.
But I know it's something that's obviously been a topic of debate amongst the Halloween fans is what the heck is going on with the house? Why does the mask keep changing? It's wow, he falls in the water and suddenly his mask changed. The hair got longer, the nose got bigger. I mean,
But also, if you look here, this is where the attic was supposed to be.
okay.
When they do it, they have the little rounded out part where we have the coffin.
Yeah, that was a different location, wasn't it?
That was on a soundstage.
That was a soundstage.
Yeah.
Okay. And where was that soundstage? Do you recall?
Downtown.
Downtown. Now I know the laundry chute thing was all fake. That was all done somewhere else. But the basement, was that in this house as well?
No, that's at where the mental institution was.
Oh, okay.
They did a mock-up where they cut into the wall and put the laundry chute in, but there wasn't anything in there. It was just a blank wall.
Was that fake opening in this house?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we did the whole thing coming up the stairs, and she's up there with the candle, brushing her hair and stuff.
So now we're at the Haddonfield Children's Hospital where Jamie was tended to. And where exactly is this location?
Okay, this is in Provo Canyon. If you go to the west, it's the Osmond Studio. If you go down this way, it's Sundance, Robert Redford's place.
Oh, very nice. And you were hiding behind that tree over there, I believe, right?
Yeah. We were hiding over there. They were shooting out the window. Okay, Jamie's window was up there, so she could see me, right? The girls are walking across here, and one's doing a cartwheel and different things, and she's talking about how she's going to have sex for the first time. And then, you know, they also could see the car coming in on the bridge.
Yeah, it pulls through there.
Everything was shot from that window.
And the girls were just walking down this little path right here.
Well, no, they were on the grass.
They were just kind of cutting through.
Yeah. And then at night, we had the party was going on here, and the SWAT team comes here, and I killed the whole SWAT team, which didn't make it into the movie. It was too violent. So they're coming in. The one's coming around the corner there. They're coming in from here. They got the SWAT trucks. They got the cop cars. Over here, I come in. There's a guy on the radio. I break his neck, spin his head around.
That's like over on the side over here?
Right here. I can show you exactly where it was.
Sure. Since we may never get to see this footage.
Okay. So he was here on the radio, so you can see the party in the background. I come from back here.
Uh-oh.
He's on the radio.
Hi.
And I break his neck, spin his head all the way around. Then we made this fake costume for him. So his head's out this way. It looks like his head's turned around. I slam his head down into here, and I stomped it into the ground. Then one of the SWAT guys, he comes around with one of the M16, and I take the M16 away and I put it through his head. And I just proceeded to kill all the SWAT team.
Very nice.
Which didn't make it into the movie.
That look like a life-threatening situation to you?
And a lot of it didn't make sense because when I killed the one guy in front of the house, he's on the radio and he hears people screaming. And then I pull up and I hit him with the car. It didn't make sense.
Yeah. So we're at the Haddonfield Children's Hospital.
Yep. And Danielle was up there and she almost falls. You know, they had this all, you know, decked out as a Halloween party. Up here is where the rooms were for the hospital.
Yeah, her and Billy.
But Billy, yeah. Well, and this is where they shot down.
Now, it seemed in the film, it almost seemed like maybe, because they had that banner covering this whole part, that maybe they had her stepped up on
Oh, they did.
something
They were
because
on
they
apple
wanted to.
boxes.
Yeah, they wanted to make it look like she could fall off, right?
Yep. Okay, this was Danielle's room. And if you notice, you can see that the car came in on the bridge. Her bed was right here. Then she looked over there and then she could see Michael hiding in the trees.
This really looks different. I don't remember. Was this paneling on here then?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Well, they're filming another series here, so
Yeah.
this wall I don't think was here, period.
Oh. Down this way was, I believe, what they used the room for the classroom that
Yep.
she was in.
She's here with the magic markers and she's drawing on it and she starts going crazy and, you know, Loomis comes and then there's one shot of me that's used a lot where it was all dressed up for Halloween and there was a pumpkin here. So I stand here with the knife and the mask on next to the pumpkin.
It's a famous publicity still.
Right.
Yeah. And this is the spot that
This is
picture
the
we've
spot.
seen so many times. Right here. Right on that spot. That's pretty cool.
There was a scene over here where they're bringing her down the stairs.
Yeah, they have her on the stretcher. And
Have her on the stretcher, yeah.
I always thought that looked very unhospital-like. Like, why would you would never bring somebody down a little staircase like this?
Well, this is more of where Danielle was trying to get away from Michael. And actually in the film, I was chasing her, you know. But then in the film, you find out it's actually the janitor, but they had me chasing her. So it did look like Michael Myers was after her. And the guy who finds her is in the coveralls. And his name was Jack North, one of the character actors who used to be here in town. There's sheets, there's all kinds of stuff hanging around.
Probably actually went through here, too. This is blocking an opening.
Yeah.
So, because then she goes into there and tries to get out the window on the other side.
Well, there's all kinds of stuff in here. And then they had made this look like a basement. You know, there's like, you know, all kinds of, you know, broken stuff. Okay, and this is what they used for the basement for the Myers house. We had the laundry chute over here. They built a fake one here. The first time I come down here, there's like a dead possum in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And the next time we hear her come down, and then I start stabbing it, go crazy on it like a shark.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted. And then also they use this when she's trying to run away from me, or at least she thinks I'm here. And they use all these different places. They put some boxes up, and she's trying to get out that window. All this was kind of open a little more. Had a little path through here.
So she's trying to get out this window here?
It was either this one or that one, I forget. There was like a couple that she was trying to get out. And then the janitor comes down and finds her.
Wow, this is cool. This is one of the cool locations right here. This is neat. So, finally we're done with Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, and I can get back home to Cali.
But we gotta come back to Salt Lake for Halloween 6, Sean.
But I thought, but it was shot in it was shot in LA and Salt Lake.
What's up, dude?
Hey, how you doing, man?
What's up? You the guy, right?
Huh?
You the guy?
What are you doing? Just the con here or what?
Oh, actually, we're in town, shot a couple episodes, Halloween 4 and 5.
Who are you, man?
I host this Horrors Hollow Ground show.
Whores?
What, for the Hallowed Ground?
Yeah, yeah. A new box set coming out.
Dude, aren't you doing one of those with Rustler?
Hey, you?
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Hold on a second. Rustler!
How's it going? Nice meeting you. Let me ask you a question. Do you know where the bathroom is?
What channel is that on? Is that like a network?
It's actually not on a channel. It's like a bonus feature on DVDs and Blu-ray.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, you can have.
Can I take more than one?
Yeah,
And they're free?
they're free.
How much for the stickers?
Oh no, he's doing his show. He's doing another Halloween 4 and 5 or something, he says.
So then, like, what, your fans, they come and check you out?
It's a little slow today, but yeah.
Is it ever, like, busy, or?
You look younger in this picture. Is this like 15 years ago?
Cool, man. I mean, it's good that you're out here, you know? Hey, you build it, they will come. I mean, in your case, you probably fucking won't. You know what I mean?
It's just you look old now, that's all.
Yeah. All right, dude. I'll tell him. Wow. Yeah, so he told me to give you a message.
Uh-huh. Hey, how you doing?
Doing well, how are you?
Pretty good. Nice to meet you.
I'm Daisy.
Oh,
Oh my
pleasure.
gosh, I'm such a big fan of you. Will you sign something for me,
Oh,
please?
absolutely, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you. I've like loved you forever. Oh my
That's so
gosh.
sweet.
I can't believe to finally meet you. You're so
It's a pleasure to meet you. There you
Okay,
go.
thank you.
Take care.
You're not the guy from Blink 182.